ain't got no problem with him either. You know, I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, you know, and how he was acting.
He's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money.
Given the history of the sport, I didn't see nobody that can compete with Terence Crawford. And
he older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
You know, I mean, these guys, I don't think know what they do anything. It's mostly talk.
The super middleweight champion of all time, David Benavidez.
This dude can punch.
Where the hell do you go from
Terence, bud, Crawford just accomplished one of the most incredible things in contemporary boxing history.
Congratulations, man. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You used all my tricks to beat Canelo, just like I showed you. You went in there and you got it done. Unbelievable, bro. All jokes aside, man. Congratulations, champ. So well deserved.
While the world praised him as an all-time great, a new huge threat emerged, causing major drama and a shocking reaction from the man himself.
What do you see for yourself after this fight? How long do you want to be in the sport? How long do you want to be actively fighting?
I don't know. You know,
it's not something you think about. You're just going
I always take one fight at a time. You know, one fight at a time. I feel great. I'm healthy, and like I said, I'm looking forward to having.
A strong force in sport is promoting a bout that many say is simply too hazardous, even for a legend like Bud.
Seen fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so fuck, let's go to war. Let's do what these people want to see us do, and let's go to war and may the best man win. I wasn't gonna go down to 168.
Why is this battle being promoted? And what does it tell about the unseen forces that dominate the sport? Crawford's rise to 168 pounds was a risk that paid off spectacularly. He fought Canelo Alvarez in an event so large that announcer John Onek described it as the biggest live sporting event he had ever called, and he delivered a masterclass.
If Legacy's something for him, he's got to win one of those two fights, don't you think? Yeah, I think in order to that, one of the greatest moves. I think that we would have to beat one of those guys. You know, and the only person that he hasn't fought is Benavidez. And I don't know, Bud said he wouldn't fight him, but I don't think that's true. I think that if that fight happens, I think Bud would also entertain that, and if he does entertain it, it seemed like the way that he beat Canelo would be able to.
He demolished a living legend, winning by unanimous decision. It wasn't only that he won, but how he won. Analysts noticed Canelo's style had become predictable with a heavy one big shot at a time routine. Crawford exploited this deficiency through superior timing and effective counterattacks.
He older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
And B-side, when you ask me, you said, how would you beat him, Lonnie B? What I tell you?
The same thing. You'll keep the jab on him, keep sticking the jab, moving and touching him with the right hand, and just turning him on angles.
And throwing punches. That's how to throw punches at it.
Yeah.
And I said level to the body because that's open for him all night.
You said he ain't got the movement no more. You said he ain't.
Former UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov noted that the old mean-spirited Canelo was not present, implying the Mexican icon may have lost the psychological edge that once made him feared. Crawford became the first male boxer in history to be crowned undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes, cementing his legendary status.
See a rematch?
No. It's been he's not beaten Crawford, Canelo.
Okay.
I think he can can he improve? Maybe.
Okay, so wait. If he's not beating Crawford, which is fair, right? I agree. Based on what we saw, I do think he can make improvements, but who knows? Is there someone else better out there than that you'd rather see Crawford fight than Canelo?
Well, Turkey did ask, could Bivol get down to 168?
I asked, Turkey said, can Benavidez?
I thought he said Bivol.
No, I said Bivol. Oh. Turkey said Benavidez.
Well, certainly not. Certainly not Benavidez. I don't think he's beaten Benavidez. I think that's a bridge way too far. I think a lot of things too far. But could you just imagine if Bivol cut the skill we'd see in that fight?
Yeah.
The rounds between Canelo and Crawford went by like that. They'd be the same against those two. That'd be...
Shortly after Crawford's victory, Turkey suggested that the next logical step for the new 168 pounds division king will be a showdown with David Benavidez.
Out here, Kamaru, Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was the mandatory for Canelo.
Oh my God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. The reason why he was up because nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generational talent, as he said, with Manny Pacquiao? He's an 8-division world champ.
If it ain't no big name, Terence, do what you...
The proposal immediately raised concerns in the boxing community. It was not a casual suggestion. It was a move that sparked outrage, particularly from Bud himself.
Or entertain a fight with David Benavidez.
You gotta understand.
I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't, you know?
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. Brother was big when I fought him. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something. Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude.
And he's skilled.
I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah, I understand what you're looking at. You're like, you know what?
You just size him up.
Yeah.
You just size him up, especially when you're going into a bigger weight class like that. You size him up and you see
Crawford's reaction was quick and unambiguous. He flatly refused to fight the Mexican giant, claiming Benavidez is simply too big. He explained the Canelo fight was unique because, although competing in different divisions, he and Canelo are roughly the same size. He added that Benavidez is 6 feet and will most likely rehydrate to a startling 190 to 200 pounds on fight night.
Canelo hasn't fought David Benavidez yet, and a lot of people looked at him having to move from the super middleweight to the light heavyweight division to get some of the matches that he wants. But if you were at 168, when we think about anybody at 168 outside of Canelo, the first name that comes to anybody's mind is David Benavidez. What about the potential for a fight like that?
No, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? At 168. You know, when you look.
But not now. It's at 175. Yeah.
He probably can't even make 168 no. When you look at these fights, especially coming up, you gotta be realistic. You gotta, say, all right, how big is this dude really is? Because David Benavidez, he can fight his ass off, and I told him that a long time. I told him that when, before I fought his brother. I said, man, dude, you can fight, dude. You gonna do big things, but the dude gonna come in at like 200. 210,
I get why Canelo, was like, I don't need to fight this dude because, he can take a punch, he gonna come in there and gonna just lay on you and bulldoze you, Right. Canelo just don't want that, work. But me personally, I believe in my skills and my ability that I can beat anybody.
This wasn't simply a combatant declining a challenge. This was an intelligent champion who drew a line in the sand. The physical mismatch is a sentiment shared by specialists.
For this, Crawford's very he has a big ego, especially when it comes to anything he does, bro. He has a big ego. And I said this yesterday. I won't be surprised if he dominates Canelo and then they offer him Benavidez and he says...
David Benavidez is a natural light heavyweight who presently has a title at 175 pounds.
In time, Benavidez is also the one guy that nobody's willing to fight. And if nobody's willing to fight him, that makes his value go up. And so the thing is that if you get the right guy that is willing to pay for that, and I don't see him saying that, okay, well, we can't afford to fight this guy. So, that fight can happen if it's a fight that I think Bud want to entertain.
And what if you're Canelo? I think the only thing you could possibly want is that rematch. You get that a little bit of that.
Remember when Floyd said, I think he should fight Terence Crawford want to be great, he should fight David Benavidez. Remember Floyd saying that? Why you think Crawford didn't pay that no mind?
What?
That right? You know why? He like, listen, man. Nah, I'm gonna be strategic about this. And it is business-wise, it's smart. Terence Crawford is on the Mount Rushmore of boxing, but we got weight classes for a reason. He caught Canelo at the right time, like Canelo done, guys. And I'm not saying that his win is not valid. It's very valid, and that's what he was supposed to do. And he outboxed Canelo, and I can't take nothing away from his win. But was that the same Canelo that Floyd fought? Was that the same Canelo that Amir Khan fought? You know, so Terence Crawford gonna be strategic at this weight. He ain't just gonna come in here and I bet you he don't fight at this weight again. I bet you he don't fight nobody else at 6.
Crawford, on the other hand, is a natural welterweight who established his legacy at 147 pounds.
Definitely scared him. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So he sees a lot of things in me that he can't stop. You know, not only does he see speed, does he see power, but he sees a lot of heart in me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going in there and I want to prove myself to the world that I'm the greatest fighter. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't scare me to get in there with another great fighter because I know that elevates me and who I am as a as a competitor.
Robert Garcia described the fight as awful. The fight was mostly requested by Canelo Alvarez, and many say it is not Crawford's obligation to clean up the division against a boxer who belongs in a weight class higher up the scale.
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna say see, that's why I gotta let y'all know, cause they gonna say I'm glazing, but I'm telling the truth. Dig it. This dude power for me, and I've been saying this for years, it carries through the weight class. So I can see him in the ring with a 175 or a cruiserweight, and if he touched them, I don't care who you are. You're going to feel that shit, bro. I don't care who the fuck it is. I done seen him in the ring with a heavyweight.
And you fight Benavidez?
I like Benavidez, so I ain't going to disrespect him.
I just want to see him fight.
I'm going to say my opinion.
I just want to see him fight. That's
my opinion.
Absolutely.
At 168, if Benavidez come down there, I don't think he beats Bud.
Okay, I dig.
That's my opinion. People want to say I'm crazy, but
the skill is. The skill is usually because someone's a little bit bigger, right?
Yes, and they think like, okay, you got to be able to take certain punishment that the other guy's putting on you. But I watched Bud when he fought Canelo, and then I watched Benavidez when he fought Caleb Plant. And when I seen it was like Caleb Plant was outboxing him. So if Caleb Plant didn't gas out, Caleb Plant might have beat him that night. But Bud, he don't tire. He come in tremendous condition. And for me, I just think Bud is a legend. So they might say I'm crazy, but people might say they're not gonna make that fight happen. But I don't think it's far-fetched.
Like that's the big.
Gotta lose.
Give me a fight that one. He's fighting him at 68, I think. He can get the
68 would be
he a big dude.
Ideal because he came from 68.
He a big dude.
Oh, he came from. Oh, so he went up. Now he has to come back down.
Yeah, he would have to come back down.
That'd be
a difference too.
That's a fight. Like that's a fight.
Because Benavidez the truth too.
Hey,
he the truth.
Punches and bunches with bad intention.
Yes, he the truth.
Hey, remember? Hey, go watch. Go look. Hey, dog.
He the truth. He a killer.
Jane is our resident fighter. Whole killer.
Yeah, he watches. He knows.
He's the man we go.
Terence Crawford is no stranger to battling the big forces that rule the sport.
Wait, Crawford just got the biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But it is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take. I wouldn't do
that. Harsh, high-stakes war for independence foreshadowed future events, demonstrating Crawford's willingness to challenge the boxing establishment in order to carve out his own history.
Almost what the Canelo was. He will beat
the living shit out of Terence Crawford.
If David Benavidez come out of 68, he'll fuck him up. I got Terence Crawford.
That's not
I ain't
gonna
betting against Terence Crawford no more. I mean,
Okay.
I ain't never bet against
Well,
him.
listen to me.
I bet $10.
You see what I'm saying? Because he outboxed over the hill Canelo. People see how people think, he'll crush. No, he's dope. Listen, I'm not saying that he's not dope, but what I'm saying is, but you see how boxing can trick your mind. Listen, David Benavidez will beat the socks off of Terence Crawford. I'm sorry, he don't stand a chance. He's too little. How you gonna keep him off? And David uses a jab. I sparred with David. Listen, that's a tough fight.
Yeah, it's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight. Listen,
it's a tough fight, but
listen, Terence Crawford.
That little black nigga from Omaha.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Motherfucker from Omaha. That nigga is a bad mother. Shut.
As the globe applauded, an unexpected voice threw a wrench in the works. That voice belonged to Turkey Alashik, an influential individual who shapes the biggest battles in boxing today. With vast financial resources, his proposals are more than suggestions. They are movements that can completely change the sport's landscape.
Canelo, Turkey people are talking about it. Turkey hit it at that. He was like Benavidez.
Yeah, he
Turkey,
did.
so.
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No,
man.
No, I ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our thing.
It's gonna be a tough fight. You can say whatever you want to say. Terence Crawford is one of the best in the division. Terence Crawford opens himself up a little bit. I think one of the major keys is gonna be the jab.
Path 1. Crawford, 38, makes a long trek to meet 200 pounds David Benavidez. Is it a historical masterpiece or a terrible mistake? Path 2. He confronts Jermall Charlo, settling a family feud caused by years of animosity. Crawford is at a crossroads. He could take the ultimate gamble for GOAT status against Benavidez, settle an old score with Charlo, confront a hungry challenger, or accept that his legacy is already written. The question isn't only who Crawford will face next. It is a question every legendary fighter must address. What do you do when you've climbed every mountain, and the only thing left to face is time itself?
I gotta ask you, bro, before you leave, because all the fans want to know this. Can you still make 168?
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class. I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. You know, I mean, I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who chases better BF than Bivol? Who chases better BF than Bivol?
I don't want to hear Benavidez, who's Ortiz on boots. I don't want to hear shit because, listen, bro, he beat the face of boxing. He cemented the fact this was Terence Bud Crawford era. No rehydration clause, no catch weight. He said, I am going to beat you on Mexican Independence Day in the biggest stadium. I'm going to walk out to a mariachi band holding a guitar. Brother, guy, hey, bro, that's belt to ass. He was the buckle, everything, bro. After this, everything goes downhill from here. Nothing competes against it. And the thing is, he's only going to get older. What are you going to do, go down and cut muscle like Roy did? His mission was Nello. That's it. There's no Janabek, no Fundora, no Benavidez. None of that shit is over with, bruh.